Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today. It's our favorite day of the week with Miss Sarah
Oh
Fraser.
my God. Every time I turn on this goddamn Zoom, you look skinnier and skinnier. You skinny bitch. I'm so jealous. Well, I have chickmunk cheeks over here. I can see the chiseled face.
Listen to me. You look the exact same, first of all, so I don't know what you're talking about with chipmunk cheeks. And you know, some days have been dark over here, Sarah. Some days have been dark. Yesterday wasn't a good day.
Why? Just because the side effects?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
As I laugh, as I
Yeah.
laugh. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Listen, this shit's gone viral. This past week alone, did you see
Everybody's on
it was
Ozempic.
in Vogue, it was on GMA. Like the secret is out of the bag, and there's like a real shortage. It's like a whole trust me, I'm feeling the drama because my first 4 weeks are out and now I need to go refill the script. And it's I will spare you the details, but like, you know, how can I put this? You know how like people are rude to like wait staff? Like that's not me. I'm nice to everyone, but I have to tell you, I had a complete stage 5 meltdown.
Meltdown.
Like I am a true drug addict in a back alley trying to get a fix. I'm not joking. I had a complete breakdown on the CVS pharmacist, which look at it's not her fault
Wow.
if the shit's back ordered. And once again, we have one thing, the power of the Kardashians. This is all because of Kim Kardashian,
Well,
100%.
is it? I mean, Daily Mail, and of course, the Kardashians never really reveal what everything they're doing to
No.
maintain it. But this article came out this week in Daily Mail. By the way, for everyone listening, I think at this point they know we're talking about your diet, which is essentially a diabetes injection drug that's now taken over the internet that people are doing that dramatically helps you lose weight. So, by suppressing your appetite. So, I read that article. It's so speculative that basically Kim used Ozempic injections to lose the 16 pounds to get into the Marilyn Monroe dress. Now, I mean, I think it could be true 110%. I think it could 100%, but nobody knows that and they're just using that to fuel the craze.
Yes and yes. There's all yes and yes to all of that. But not even that. The Good Morning America piece, the Vogue piece, every article, yes, mentions Kim Kardashian. As I was screaming and and I'm not even going to talk about the words that came out of my mouth because it's not my proudest moment, guys. But as these words were coming out of my mouth towards the CVS pharmacist, at least I'm honest about it, guys. Like Melissa Gorga
True.
says she hasn't gotten a nose job, and so does Dorit. But the words that were coming out of my mouth, I mean, the pharmacist was like, you understand, like, this is what's happening because of Kim Kardashian. So even the pharmacists are like, let's blame it on Kim. No, they never said they were on this. I am convinced because I know, listen, I mentioned like Megan Weaver and like Jeff Lewis because they talk about it. I'm not going to out all these housewives, but like I know housewives that are specifically
Oh,
on this. Like,
well, looking at you and your face and your transformation, it's very easy to see now when you look at people who shall go unnamed in the Housewives universe or even celebrities who has used it and who hasn't, because it just you can see how you lose weight. And now, because our phones are spying on us, when I go on TikTok, everybody's Ozempic story pops up. Um,
everyone, yep.
Everybody. And then they're like, hi, I'm doing Ozempic. I'm like, oh my God. And they don't even look overweight. And then they shed the extra like 20. And of course, they just look so chiseled.
And mind you, let me just drop a footnote before we move on. This is 3 weeks and 2 days. This isn't even a month yet. Yeah, I did 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Yep, I just did 3. I did my 4th shot, but which is 3 weeks. It's only been 3 weeks and 2 days. So this is not even a month that this has all happened. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
I just worry about the long-term side effects for all y'all.
You
And
should.
what's going to happen when you go off it? Like eventually 6 months later, the weight's going to come back. Then what?
Well, you ask questions that I am aware of very much every day. And it's just like, it's kind of like I always said, like if I were on like Big Brother or Survivor or one of those, like, I don't know what I would play the game for everyone who's a fan of Survivor or Big Brother. Like I would literally, my game would be like, yeah, you want to look long-term and let's not burn bridges. But I'm like, I just have to be here in week 5 to worry about week 5. So I would play the game week to week. Right now, I am in this week. And when my 4th shot was taken 2 days ago, and I now need my prescription filled, and they tell me it's on back order. Now I'm a very resourceful woman over here behind the velvet rope. So believe I have my bases covered with some other aspects, which we don't need to get into, but I believe there'll be a package arriving in the mail tomorrow of what I need. But yes, so I had a stage 5 meltdown, but thank you for noticing. Yes. And yesterday was a day from absolute hell because it just, I think, I was out and about, but I was so exhausted. I slept this weekend like not normal. So that's right. Like long term, this isn't a way to live a life. But look at me, I'm smiling and I'm happy. So here we are.
Look,
and
you're going to have
you
some hot sex this Hanukkah season, and you're going to just roll into the new year gorgeous, spelt on New Year's Eve. You're going to be making out with a bunch of fabulous, hot, sexy guys. And then, after that, whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Like, live it up until 2023, and then we'll deal with it then.
We'll deal with it then. And I already told you, I got more attention per se when let's see what happens now. But I'm telling you, when I had all this extra weight on me, no, like I got a lot of attention. People like, thank you, Kim and Chloe, for just showing us that all different bodies are acceptable. Really.
There you go. All right.
Speaking of my life and New York. So we talked about Lizzy Savetsky last time. Now, before we get into Andy Cohen's statement and everything, so it's funny. Somebody told me something yesterday, very off the record, which I wasn't going to really share, but now I didn't say anything to anyone. I'm looking online and there are talks about what I was told. So apparently it must not be that hush hush. So now I feel like I can talk about it.
Oh, Dish, you got to say it.
This is from like a really reliable source. So look, I don't know if this is true, but we don't like to spread that rumors until we're pretty sure. So I was told either like Lizzy left or whatever. And I didn't even read Andy Cohen's statement. So I want to hear what you have to say. But like the rumor is that she's a matchmaker and she picks up like Jewish clients with other Jewish people. That's all she does, apparently.
Okay.
And so one of the cast members, Bryn Whitfield, this is the rumor of who it was, which this person didn't tell me. I had to figure this out. The rumor is like she, I guess, wanted to be fixed up with one of Lizzy's clients. And again, this is hearsay. She was then told by Lizzy, like, I only fix up Jew on Jew, like that's my business, and I'm Jewish, so it's, if anyone is thinking I'm using the word Jew short and it's derogatory, I could say Jewish, but it's when it's your own, I don't really think it's that derogatory for me, David Yontef, a nice Jewish boy, to say Jew as opposed to Jewish. For the sake of this argument,